This game wrap is brought to you by Score Game Day Bags. You got the hat and t-shirt, now get the Score Game Day Bag. Visit scoregamedaybag.com. AAA Restoration, your water damage and remodeling professionals. By San Antonio Masonry and Steel, located on FM 1560 North and in Converse. By Cat 5 Graphics, your t-shirt source. FM 1518 in beautiful shirts. And by... Hi everyone, Mr. Bowtie here. Thank you so much for checking out my content and my channel. Now make sure you bang home that red subscribe button on YouTube so that way you can stay up to date on the latest content from around the area that you won't find anywhere else. And follow me on Twitter at Mr. Bowtie 1982. Thank you so much and enjoy the show. Johnson and Reagan meeting up. Not only is it the Stone Oak Super Bowl to see who's the king of the eastern portion of 1604, it's also the district title game for District 28-6A, as both teams have mastered the rest of the district with outstanding defense. Let's take a look at the district standings brought to you by AAA Restoration. Both teams are 6-0. Both teams have clinched playoff spots. Johnson cannot finish lower than second. Reagan could still technically finish in third. That's because they have not played Brandeis yet, and if the Broncos win this week and then beat Reagan next week, Brandeis would finish in second, although Brandeis goes Division II no matter what, and Madison, check that, Reagan will go Division I. Speaking of Madison, if the Mavericks miss the tournament, Johnson would go up to Division I, which would make the Stone Oak Super Bowl to see who gets a home playoff game. Madison, though, not likely to miss. That's because they finish up with Lee and Mack, who are at the bottom of the district, and the Mavericks have already defeated both Churchill and Roosevelt, so they have most of the head-to-head tiebreakers should that become necessary. But the Stone Oak Super Bowl is what everybody is focusing on. Both of these teams have outstanding defenses. Hey, let's take you down to the stadium and check out all the action. Rain was expected to be a factor, though it stopped raining right before kickoff. Then it started raining points. Both teams scored in the opening minute of the contest before Carson Green took over, as did the Rattler defense. He had 3 touchdown runs in the first half that were all set up by big plays. First moments of the second quarter, and Carson the Magnificent bounded off defenders like Mighty Mouse. Then he bounced off more defenders down to the 1-yard line. This led to his second 1-yard touchdown run, 21-7 Rattlers, before the defense went to work. Ensuing kickoff, Jaguars tried a fake reverse coming out of the end zone. It did not work. Later in the period, quarterback Ty Reesner trying to set up the screen, but the Rattlers snuffed that one out, and it ended in a Jaguar punt. Next Rattler drive, and more Carson Green. He took it all the way down inside the 3-yard line as Green played a big game. It led to his third 1-yard touchdown run of the half, 28-7 Rattlers. Of course, great running means a great offensive line.
The O-line was making holes big enough to fit a Mack truck. It was crazy. We practiced hard. We practiced from Monday to Thursday, even Thanksgiving morning. We was out there practicing.
Still in the second quarter, Rattlers all over the Johnson quarterback again. Carmelo Wally with a tackle for loss. Reagan led 31-14 at recess. A game that was supposed to be a defensive battle was anything but.
Just made sure we all played responsibility football. We made sure we stopped, going so fast. We slowed down and got into our keys. We started to get comfortable once we started to get a few stops. We got our confidence in, and then we started playing Rattler football like we usually do.
On to the second half, more defense. Jaguar throw deep for the receiver, but Ben Earhart turned around in time to break up the pass, and that led to a punt. Then Carson Green was, well, Carson Green. A long punt return set the Rattlers up on the Johnson side of the field. Then Green made it even shorter, as in the end zone shorter. Fourth touchdown of the day, 38-14, and that was it for the competitive phase of the game.
The momentum carried us, and I didn't expect the score to be like that, but I'm glad it is.
He finished with 27 carries, 237 yards, and 4 touchdowns as he cracked the elusive 1,000 rush yard barrier for the season. Time now for the It's in the Bag moment, brought to you by Score Game Day Bags. Whimsical and classy, beautiful bags. Make sure you get your Score Game Day bag for your next football or any sports event. ScoreGameDayBag.com for a special discount. Still in the third quarter, Reagan with a chance to break the all-time record for most points scored in the rivalry. Britton Moore had not one, but 2 touchdown runs in the quarter. This one, he ran the play action that fooled half the Jaguar defense. Then he made the other half miss on tackles. 52-14 Reagan.
A lot of people didn't have us pick winning this game, and I knew if we played a complete game that we would come out on top, and I think that's exactly what we did. We were clicking, and it worked out. They were undefeated, so we came out and did what we do, and came out on top.
It was in the bag for Moore, brought to you by Score Game Day Bags. Make sure to head over to scoregamedaybag.com and enter SPEC20 for a special discount on their outstanding selection of game day bags. It didn't rain during the game, and it barely rained afterwards. And it wasn't rain, but rather a container full of a sports drink on Lyndon Hamilton's head as he won his first district title as a head coach, and the Rattlers their first since 2016, 52-21 the final. Last year, Reagan gave up 382 rushing yards to Johnson. This year, just 61.
We didn't have school this week. A little bit of extra time behind the huddle film, and we played our most complete football game. We played 4 quarters, 2 halves, and we've been talking about doing that all year long. We finally were able to put it together today.
By the way, it marked the first time in the last 7 meetings that the team scoring first and not shutting out their opponent won the game. Taking a look at the updated standings with 1 week to go, Reagan clinched the district title while Johnson will finish at second. Brandeis won, and they also clinched because they cannot lose a 3-for-2 points tiebreaker. Madison will clinch the last spot if they beat winless Mac, or Roosevelt loses to now eliminated Churchill. If that happens, Johnson would go Division II and host San Antonio Wagner in round 1 and would not have to deal with Westlake, as they will go Division I. Rattlers know who they will face in the first round, and it will be a rematch in the playoffs with Smithson Valley. The team split a pair of playoff meetings in the Kellen Mond era back in the mid-2010s. One of those meetings, Smithson Valley blocked 3 kicks, but Rattler defense did not allow a single point off of any of those plays. Reporting from the NEISD title match, I'm Greg Sherman.